international people, and because I feel like there's kind of like a culture shock. Like I try to make friends with people here and Americans who live nearby and come to Fullerton, but it's not easy. It's really not easy because there's a big difference between our cultures, and so I want to meet people from all over the world, and it's true that the only thing that is hard is that most of them are here for just 6 months, so most of the people I've met this semester, they're leaving already in a month, so that's not really easy, but I'm the opposite. I wanna go in those events and meet people from everywhere.
Okay. Our next question is, do you socialize more with international students or with non-international students? And it sounds like you like to socialize with other international students, right? Okay. Yeah. Does anybody want to answer that?
It's easier, I think. I believe, I say that I don't want to go to international group, but it's easier to socialize with international people.
Okay.
Because exactly as you say, I think it's not the cultural shock. Like some Americans, it's really easy. Some are not, and the fact is that if you meet international people, they're like you. They're like not. It's not their life here. Like they never like. And if you meet American people, they will have a work. They will have. So there are everything. They always have something to do. They're living with their families. They're like, I don't know. And yeah, and it's I don't know. Yeah, it's sometimes you want to meet American people, but then when you look at your friend circle, they're like, oh yeah, we are all international actually.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Like the importance of sports here. Me personally, I don't know like anything. I don't know any teams. I don't know any like baseball, football, and everyone is so like, I mean, sports is like a huge thing here, and I just realized it yesterday when I was in class. Like we had a class on sports, and the teacher kept saying, oh yeah, like this team and that, and everyone was like, yeah, and I was like, oh god, I don't know what you're talking about. So that's also like, there are specific things about Californians and the way they live and everything that we can't relate to, so it's kind of hard for us to, I mean, it's socializing like that is easy, but then to make real friends that come from here and live here, it's hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for me it's like half and half. So as they already covered, at the end is somehow you're being with international students, because we come here like without anyone. Well, for them, you guys coming together, but some of them like me, I didn't come like with my friends from back in country. So I had to look for friends, but as she already mentioned, Americans mostly. Maybe Cal State Fullerton is community school too, so they probably go back home. And then they probably have their friends back in high school too.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're kind of already like really like bonding friends, so they tend to hang out like most of the time. I can maybe like join them, but maybe I cannot really mingle with them. Maybe they have some inside jokes they have, something I cannot like really understand.
Relate to.
Yeah, so that's like maybe one thing that kind of we maybe face that's kind of hard to meet. I mean, it's not hard to meet, but hard to continue relationship with them.
Okay.
But well, for me, I just didn't wanna. Well, I myself as a Korean, I didn't wanna hang out with Koreans at first because I just wanted to speak English. So, at that way, maybe I was able to meet some like people from everywhere. But at the end, somehow international students, because it's like easier, I guess.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Do you want to share?
Well, honestly, this is like the most international students I've actually been with so far, other than the ones I meet in the office and just say, oh, hey.
Yeah.
And that's it, But no, I have a lot of American friends.
Okay.
They've all been good to me, they've all taken care of me. Some were bad influences on me, but you can edit that bit out. But yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, my oldest friend, he's American, so yeah, I've known him for about seven years, I want to say.
Okay.
And yeah, we like drive everywhere, so I've gotten to know all the roads now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I drive a lot of places. So.
Okay. Thank you. And then.
Yeah, the experience for me was a little different. Like definitely when I came here, the international students, those were my seniors, they helped me
Okay.
like to get in here. But when there was Discover Fest and there was one more group I'm part of, is International Friendship Council. So like this is really nice thing. Like we did not imagine back in India that this would happen. So what happens in this friendship council is that we have to fill a form and give them. So they match us with any of the American families, and they take care of us. Care of us in the sense like being new, we don't know like where to get groceries from or any other things.
Mm-hmm.
So like every Saturday or alternate Saturdays, they take us to some of the groceries shop or some beaches, and we socialize. So it was like different experience for me. Like socializing here on campus was also easy. Like people do have their work and job, but they like if they do commit, so they take the time out of their busy schedule.
Okay.
And they do help us a lot.
Okay, so it sounds like you socialize with American students and
Yeah.
international students,
Yeah.
right? Okay. What about you?
At the beginning, I was only friend with international students, more European, because I think it's easier like to connect with people who share like the same interest and who have lived like almost the same life. And right now, I'm staying more with American. It took me more time, but now I'm enough comfortable with my English, and I don't know, I adapt myself, so I think people like me more.
Okay.
So.
Let's see. Do you feel supported by Cal State Fullerton faculty and other Cal State Fullerton students? Do you want to start here?
Okay. I think at first I'll say no. Because when I transferred,
For
but
both? For both faculty and students?
I'll say faculty maybe yes,
Okay.
but not the students. Because maybe I already went to community college back in Costa Mesa, so which is like 20 minutes away. So all my friends is already back there, you know.
Okay.
So maybe I was able to maybe meet new people here, maybe, but I didn't maybe try because I already have like maybe a high school friends like that. But later on, they also transferred to other schools. So at the end, everyone's like gone, you know. And then I haven't met any like many new people here. Oh shoot, and I need some new people, right? So and then I got to know some people, and then they're really nice, you know. And then right now, once I got to know this person, I got to know a lot of things like what's going on at school. So I heard about the job at the office where you stop by. So I got to apply for that, and unfortunately I got in. And then I got to know the boss and the other advisors there, and then I got really supportive.
Okay.
And then I also got to meet my coworkers, and then they're really nice, and then oh my god, it's like amazing now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everything's cool. So now I'll say really supportive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, at first, I guess, like when I first started Cyprus, you know, a lot of the students didn't take to me at first. I guess they couldn't understand what I was saying, you know, half the time. Oh, you speak really fast. I think out here in the arts department in general, there's a lot of competition. You know, there's a lot of competition, and I wouldn't say enemies, but I have a lot of people that don't like me because of my work or their work. You know, so there's not that connection there. You know, but with faculty and staff, it's completely different. You know, they always see me, always say hi to them. You know, they always make time to come and see me. You know, and I think that's really, I think it's an American thing really, that they're like that, the staff and the faculty and teachers, and I think they're great people to know.
Okay. Thank you.
Me, to be honest, I'm gonna change my opinion because with everything that happened in Paris, like in the last few days, we felt super supported by the school, by the student. So it really changed my mind. Like when I came here, I thought that, you know, students are like, oh, you're French, so you're, you know, it's funny for them. They like it. They want to know what happens, and then it's good. They know who you are. Schools still send you emails to say, oh, there is this workshop or there is this. I will not say like huge support, but since what happened like these few days, they have been amazing, and so I really see the schools totally differently. I have students that came to me that I ever talked with, and they were like, "Oh, I know you're French. How are you doing?" So I felt like really different about how they are. Like the president have been amazing, sending email. Teachers have been super supportive. Everyone has been around us, and so yeah, I saw Cal State Fullerton super differently. So I was like, maybe because at the beginning we were not that involved in the school, maybe too, because you know when you're a student, and moreover when you're international, it's not the same. For example, we don't have at all the same relationship with teachers. Here it's more like, oh, you can talk, you can do whatever, you're super close to your teacher. Over there, no, it's your teacher and you're a student. There is like this difference, and you don't email your teacher like, hey, can you tell me about that? Who will be like, what? Like, there is not that communication between. So yeah, then with what happens and all the support and all like how I see how the teacher reacted and all that, yeah, I felt that there is a great support, I believe, in school.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Honestly, like the faculty and the teachers, the CSUF faculty, I was really impressed by all the emails and all the support, and even like there was an event, they did a conference for all the French students to gather and to talk about it and to make sure that we know that there's like a psychological support and everything. So that was really I was really impressed by that, and I'm really thankful for it. And I know, since the beginning of the semester, as she said, like the relationship with the teachers here is much different, and we appreciate it much more because it's easier than you're feeling more comfortable communicating, and if you have problem with it, so that's great. In general, the CSUF faculty, it's been really great, so I have nothing to say about that. Then the students, once again, like they have their group of friends, and there are 38,000 students, so it's hard. You meet, you see new faces every single day. You cross so many students, but it's really hard to actually talk with them and have a conversation with them, connect with them. So. Not really by the students. I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean. It's just that I'm being very honest. So
Yeah, please be
for
very
the
honest.
purpose of your work. So yeah, the students not really, but the CSUF, great. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like students are very competitive. They don't really want to help you. I don't know if they want us to fail, but
Intimidate, guys.
but sometimes I had some experience that I was like, it was strange for me because in France we are not like that
Right.
for class.
Yeah, that's a very cultural thing
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
because in France, like if we not cheat, but
Yes, we do.
the most intelligent person does the homework, and then he passes it to
Spread it
everyone.
around, yeah.
And we're really like, there's a lot of solidarity that way.
Yeah.
And here people are
Crazy.
light work, and
It's like
we
when you
don't.
talk in class. Like I was in class with her the first semester, and okay, we were super talkative, so we were, there was a big class. No one listened to you, so we were like just talking. Some people were like, shh, can you please shh? I was like, what? I'm
For us,
sorry.
it's very
Or like even teacher going out during an exam and no one talks and everyone's just following. I was like, if that happened in France,
Everyone was
everyone was talking and like, give me your copy, yo. The answer 5, and here no one talks, so you're like, okay, but it's good too, like, but it's competitive, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you. That was good.
Yeah, speaking about support, I think in my experience, everything is available here. It's just that you have to ask for it and get involved in various communities. That is how you will come to know. Nobody will come to you and say, hey, this is going on, please join. So you just have to be like proactive.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I would say.
Okay. Do you feel supported by faculty here?
Yeah, but I have to take the initiative. I have to ask.
Okay.
If I ask something, I definitely get a reply.
Okay. And do you think that's the same for your peers too, for other Cal State Fullerton students?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Okay. Alrighty. let's see, we have about 10 minutes. We did want to spend an hour with you all, so we're almost done, promise. But let's see, have any of you guys heard of the American Language Program here on campus, and are you involved in that at all? No?
No.
Okay, if not, we can just skip over that. Okay, well, I'm gonna just end with our last question, and I think it'll cover up the next 10 minutes that we have. So if it's okay, since we went around this way, maybe we can go this way around. What do you think Cal State Fullerton could do better to support your personal and academic needs while studying abroad? What could Cal State Fullerton do better? Both personal and academic. Okay? Do you need some time to think?
Yeah.
Yeah? If anybody feels ready to answer.
Well, academically, I don't think there needs to be anything more because, again, the teachers are really supportive, and all the teachers I've had this semester, they really show their concerns, and I really appreciate that. Then maybe more information, like try to reach more to the international kids. If maybe I'm also a special case because I didn't even know about this international student association. But more events maybe to let us meet, and because we're all in the same boat, and I would like to go to more events. So maybe more information about that and on social media, or I don't know, like push-ups, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
I would say the same. I think academically, anyway, and we decided to come here, so they should not change their way, like teachers are super, they understand, all the time, it happens to me that I have to go see a teacher and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm French, so, first time with titanium, I was so lost, so I went to see the teacher, I was like, I didn't do the paper, I didn't even know there was a paper due. So for that, teachers super, yeah, they understand, and they're like, oh, if you need help, and I have some teacher too laughing of how I write, and they're like, I'm gonna be more comprehensive about that because it's normal, but on the other way, we're here to study, get better, and adapt to that, so they should not adapt to us as international. So I believe academically, yeah, nothing really to change, but I would say about there's more student personally meet people because it's a huge school and it's hard to meet people. So I believe, for example, we were saying when happened that in France, so we have that gathering, and we heard that there was 20 other French, and we're like, where are they? We never met them. So I don't know, maybe you can't send the email of all the international and say, okay, get in touch because it's way too much international. But maybe as a start, maybe send an email, okay, this semester in the school, there is all the other French people. So if you want to at least meet them, and then they probably know those other people, and as that you can meet more and more people. So I think first, your country, also people coming here for a semester, she could contact us to know more information about it because we knew each other, but some people come here and probably don't know any other French people and are like, oh, I would like to talk to a French person that have the same values as me and all that, to know how to adapt, where to live, all that. So yeah, I would say that, and maybe, and it's complicated because it's a big school, but maybe, more events, but attractive, I don't know, because our school was small, so every Thursday night was a party, or you knew that everyone knew in the school, so it's different for us. But yeah, I would say more events to motivate people to go together and all that, because most of the time it's during the day, you can go grab food or stuff like that, they love that, but it's not, first of all, you don't probably never go because you have class or something. And when you grab food, you're not gonna, oh, okay, I'm gonna talk to everyone now. It's not really the ambience to do so. So yeah, maybe that.
Night events.
Would be awesome.
Repeat that again?
Like night events?
Oh, night event. Nightlife, okay.
That's how we are.
So when everybody is asleep here, you guys are awake.
Oh yeah.
No, I really say no because our school was like known for party, and it's just like everybody, you know, like everyone, like we have different clubs, but all of them do parties. So it's like Thursday night is that party. So you go buy your ticket at school, and everybody go, and all the school go, and so you know everybody. And you get there, and they're like, there's no party at night. Yeah, it closed at 2, but we're like, there's no party or event or, and every time you see from 3 to 4 p.m., I was like, what? In the afternoon? Why?
Okay.
I have stuff to do during the day.
Okay.
You're more available at night, I
Yeah.
believe, so.
Okay.
I would say that.
Yeah, I like night events. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there needs to be more of that. Even on weekends, though, I do, go out, to other events that are not college related. But no, it's it's really cool though. I think I don't think I wouldn't change anything about the Cal State football team in general. How they treat international students in general.
Okay.
I really pretty much agree with what they've been saying. As they already cover academically, I think it's already perfect. I mean, it's my fault if I don't do well. They didn't do anything wrong, So if I didn't study, I don't get good grades. But they're always there to help me out. So there's nothing wrong with that. And personally, yeah, hopefully they reaching out us about the events more if they can. But I know what's going on actually because since I'm working at the office, where the steps are kind of short. So even though they want to help like about events, there's only 2 advisors, but there are 3,000 international students they need to deal with. So it's like pretty much each person dealing with 1,500 students, So they pretty much have no time to deal with, creating some events and then. But we have any student assistant actually dealing with that, but she cannot do by herself because she needs to get it approved through let's say dean of students or another department because that's why everything's going on after 4 p.m. because if we do anything like 10 p.m. maybe it make you feel like you want to drink too,
Yeah.
So there should be some students maybe bring some. So there are many things going on, but I hope that seems like what is that? What's it called? On campus. What is that? Damn it, I forgot the word.
International student?
No.
No?
The dorm. There you go. The dorm. I think they throwing out actually a lot of events, but it's only for them, I think. So
Okay.
it seems like there are many things going on. So I sometimes visit there, to see my friends. But they're karaoke night, and they're also showing some movies in their the building. So they just get to know everyone if you live there. But how about the people not living there? Well, I know it's expensive there, so maybe they get to have that kind of experiences. But
Okay.
hopefully, we are all equal, students. We are paying the same tuition, so why not just have us to have meet together,
Okay.
So pretty much that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Last but not least, oh wait, we're missing you and Chanel, right? You haven't shared yet?
Chanel.
Oh, Chanel, okay, but then,
Alice.
yes, sorry. That's the second time, Chanel, that's the second time I called her that. Sorry.
It's okay, no worries.
Go ahead.
Yeah, about academics, I think there is little scope of improvement because there are many students coming in and there are not enough number of classes. Because when I come here as an internal student, I want a particular class because I want to do my major in particular subject. I'm interested in it. That is why I came here. But before, while applying, I don't get that subject. Either I end up in waiting list or I don't even get a class. So number of classes should be increased about academics, and personally I think there should be more engagement from the faculties. So sending emails, what I think is faculty is a little busy to do that. So some advisors take the initiative and oh yes, this kind of groups are there, so you can join in, and this is their social media profile, you can follow. Getting those emails weekly would definitely help.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I just would have loved to have more information about internship and what I have to do to have my degree, because I had to find all the information by myself or ask a lot of people, and should I don't know, but in France we have like a tutor and they know us, and they give a lot of information. And here I had to find everything, and I almost like had to graduate one semester after the due date, the due graduation date I wanted, because of that, because I didn't have the right information.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. What about personally? What can Cal State Fullerton do to help you in your personal needs while studying abroad?
I think it's okay. I don't complain.
Yeah.
Good life.
That's good. Okay, well, I think that's
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
final questions.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how eye-opening this is
Yeah.
to hear
So much
for
of it.
us.
Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
Not just for the project, and I mean this, because I think we're all American, and we sometimes forget that we have students traveling here many miles away from home, and we don't make the effort to interact with you guys as often. So it was for me, very eye-opening, and I'm very happy that you guys shared, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with the class what you guys had to say. And we're
Thank
gonna speak
you.
to the president, Garcia, about
Yes.
Her right away.
We're gonna set up a meeting with her.
You
So-
should, let's go.
So thank you, and I think you ladies, everybody here is free to go, unless you guys have anything else you guys
I
like.
think we covered it.
Covered it, yeah.
Okay, but thank you.
Thank you
all
to
of
you guys. Appreciate it.